Welcome back to the channel. I'm Janice Ellie, leadership and change expert. If you're a leader, professional, or high performer who appears capable, reliable, and composed on the outside, but feels stretched, tired, or quietly depleted on the inside, this video is absolutely for you. Now, I'm an international author, change and leadership expert, podcast host, and founder of Holistic Business Partners. On this channel, we explore leadership through neuroscience, behavior identity, and what it really takes to lead sustainably in a complex world that we're living in right now. Don't forget to subscribe. So before we go any further, if leadership, burnout, prevention, confidence, and human-centered performance matters to you, make sure that you hit the subscribe button below. These videos are designed to give you insight you can actually use, not motivation that fades. Now, what this video will actually cover today. In this episode, we're going to explore what burnout actually is at a nervous system level, why high performers are the most vulnerable, and why rest alone often doesn't fix burnout, what sustainable leadership truly requires now, and I'll leave you with a reflection work you can use immediately. Now, this isn't a surface level conversation. It's a reframe that changes how you see yourself as a leader. Now, let's begin by redefining burnout, because misunderstanding it is what keeps people stuck. The burnout is a biological adaptation. So it's not laziness and it's not a lack of resilience. It's not poor time management. Burnout is your nervous system adapting to prolonged stress without recovery, safety, or agency. Now, your brain is designed for short-term stress. Activate, respond, recover. But modern leadership environments rarely allow for recovery. Instead, leaders live with constant decision-making, emotional responsibility for others, relentless cognitive load, and pressure without closure. Now, over time, the nervous system stays on. When that happens, leaders experience mental fog, emotional fluttering, irritability, detachment, loss of motivation. Sound familiar? Now, this is not failure. It's your system saying, this load is no longer sustainable. Slow down. Now next, I want to show you why the very people organizations rely on most are the ones most at risk. Now, this is where burnout becomes deeply misunderstood. Why high performers burn out first. High performers tend to internalize responsibility, tie identity to competence, hold themselves to invisible standards, struggle to rest without guilt. They don't just work hard, they carry outcomes emotionally. Now, they anticipate problems, they absorb team stress, they feel accountable even when things aren't fully in their control. And because they are capable, they are given more responsibility, more ambiguity, more pressure. Over time, this creates chronic internal threat, not because the leader is weak, but because they've been strong without relief. Now, in the next section, I want to explain why many leaders take time off and still don't recover. Now, why rest doesn't reset the system. This is really important. This is the most frustrating part of burnout. Rest versus regulation. Many leaders take leave and they return still exhausted. Why? Because rest is behavioral, regulation is neurological. So you can stop working, but if your nervous system still feels unsafe, hyper-responsive, identity threatened, nothing truly reset. Now, true recovery requires internal permission to slow down, psychological safety, identity recalibration, on regulation practices that restore baseline. Burnout is not solved by escape. It's resolved by changing how leadership is actually carried internally. Now next, let's talk about what sustainable leadership actually looks like. Sustainable leadership. So what allows leaders actually perform without burning out? How sustainable leaders actually lead? The sustainable leaders, they regulate before they strategize, they set boundaries without guilt, they differentiate responsibility from over-responsibility, they lead from clarity, not adrenaline, and they don't push harder, they operate cleaner. They listen to early signals, they pause before their body forces them to. They lead from self-trust rather than self-sacrifice. And that's not weakness, that's mature leadership. Now, I told you before that I'm going to give you some homework. So I want you to take 5 minutes and reflect on this. Where am I carrying responsibility that isn't actually mine? What pressure am I normalizing that my body is resisting? If I led from regulation instead of urgency, what would change? Now, what signal has my body been sending that I've been ignoring? I'm sure there's many. Now write down your answers. Burnout doesn't require fixing, it requires listening. Burnout isn't failure, it's feedback. If this conversation resonated with you, hit the subscribe button below for more leadership insights focused on clarity, confidence, and longevity. And if this put words to something that you've been feeling, let me know in the comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you in the next episode. If this episode resonated, subscribe and share with a leader who needs it. Leadership isn't about doing more. It's about leading better, starting with yourself. I'm Janice Ellie, and I'll see you in the next episode.